Good morning, good afternoon, and good day. It is Nick here with some raw day trading. And let's get into my failures. And I do have some successes today, but I am down $232. Let me see here. How you guys doing? Good talking to you. I was up $200. There was not much going on. And then I was down $200. Annoying day, but I felt I was playing well. I felt I had the clearance to be a little bit more aggressive, and I started becoming more aggressive. But unfortunately, it was on something that was on prohibition from, which is a penny stock. And then I took that penny stock prohibition, threw it out the window, and was trading this stock ASST. I was up on it, then I was very aggressive, back to normal. I want to say pretty average share size when it was working, which was 10K shares and a couple trades, and I was red. You know, a couple of opportunities that I thought were good, that were not good in some consolidation zones, which I, was trading aggressive because it was the only thing going on. So I thought that might overcome. It didn't overcome, and I ended up spending big moolah. I went from trading 5K on it and being green to trading 10K shares on it and being red. And out the open, the gap scan was looking pretty bleak. You have this KTTA. It already tested the 200-day moving averages. Out the open, it was doing this nonsense. And then I think it does make one more test higher. My notes here say I had a miss here. Oh my gosh, big fail. Never mind. That's what it was. Big fail on KTTA. I have one little small trade just up through these levels, and then I take another trade. I was just trying to catch the momentum, getting slightly better at playing it, although still not that great. This I'm watching. It's a really high volume candle here. It's also kind of making a higher low. It's also kind of retracing a little bit too much for my liking. And then this CPIX is moving. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between both. Not really loving either of them. As you can see, I only have 1,500 shares queued up. They are a little bit higher price than a penny stock, but if I really liked something, I probably would have traded it with like 2,500 shares at least. But they both were kind of wild. So it is what it is. I'm actually green on CPIX. So this here, this big red candle at the open was not looking great. This is, obviously just not looking great. Closes pretty low and immediately unwinds. Not even a hesitation. I just don't care about it then. I go to trade something. Actually, I do take 2,500 shares on this CPIX. I find a nice little corner here. This 426, this kind of VWAP area. I'm like, it's probably going to highs. It's tested multiple times. It's shot right back up. I kind of missed it. I jump in here, very aggressive. Honestly, very aggressive and a little bit late. Giving it a little room here, which is sketchy. But yeah, so I lose some money there. Jump back in. Weird. Yeah, I was trading very aggressively. And then it opens up, kind of goes in my favor. I'm down $23. Yeah, so it's just up, down, up, down, up, down, and I was taking the breakout on that. Could have been crazy. It was okay. ASST starts moving. I take a trade somewhere, I think. Yeah, right here. It was actually decent entry. Going for the pop higher, hesitating a little bit, getting pretty ballsy with those orders that I'm putting out on the ask. I was looking for the break here, looking for the break, and I get filled at exactly the same price that I get in at. So not even a penny spent on that. A couple dollars in fees though, and then it just explodes up a whole 10 cents higher. And I'm like, you sure? Would have been nice, but c'est la vie. What goes and fills this gap here? The two red lines is a gap on the daily chart that I got. All right. And then, honestly, not much happening. I do the C picks a little bit. I get some good trades here. Where were my best trades? Let's see. Okay. So it's pushing up. Candle's about to close here. This is kind of what I'm waiting for. I'm like, give me the pullback, give me the close of the candle. Let's see what happens. I'm looking at 75, I think, or at least 80s. Yeah, it's getting pinned down. It's getting pinned down. What's going to happen? I jump in, 92, and it's holding below my price, again, with pretty decent size. Get out, break even. Actually, no, I get out. Yeah, I won a little bit. Big seller down there. Now it looks like it's going to reverse, so I think I'm backing off. Jump over to ASST. Make $8. And then see this on ASST, it's kind of looks like it's stacking green buy orders here. I feel like I would be inclined to take it, but it's not quite looking right. Not quite. CPIX now looking like it's pushing higher, but I'm not focused on it. There's a lot going on. It's early in the morning, so I'm not quite dialed in on anything in particular. This thing's testing 5 again. And then there it goes. That was really what I should have been in there for. Now it's doing a little back test. Like, I don't know. Look at me sizing down because I don't like the setup. And now it's going a little bit lower than I'd like. And I get a little bit of a win there. Oh. See, it's kind of straddling the $5 level. I don't like that. I really wanted it to. It's like giving too much hope to longs and making them jump in. And I fear it's not going to scare out shorts, especially if it closes at this kind of 4 million shares as opposed to 2.5, 3 million shares volume in the 5 minute right there. Yeah. But now it's looking like maybe a 3-bar play, so we'll see. I think down to the 70s, you got some support down there. ASST finally moving. I think I'm going to. All right. Watch that. Yeah, this is hard because the 5 minutes closing, this is basically this candle. It's all basically an inside candle and a lot of volume. So the Bulls haven't quite won. The Bears haven't won yet, but it does look more favorable as they've been able to keep the price down with that much volume coming through. Um, as you can see, it doesn't immediately rip up to 95. It's kind of like a hammer type deal, and I'm already not focused on it. C-Picks, this was a decent area to trade, even though it is a little dangerous. I think it does. I think I'm going to take one more trade right here. Boom. Nice little win right there. It was dangerous, for sure dangerous. I want to instinctively focus on these smaller price names because that's what I've made a lot of money on. But right now, it looks like I'm making money on CPICs, so I probably should have stayed focused there. Not much changes. I actually tend to keep the foot off the gas until ASST makes another round about here. And I trade it, make a little money. I'm up $1.50. And to me, I know that this looks like this is, for all intents and purposes, this is a bad 5 minute candle. Bad, bad, bad. Bad. And should have been cutting. And I cut there, but at the cost of being a little too slow. And I should not be getting back in here. I hope I don't get back in. Okay, I get back in right there. I'm looking for the slap back. I should have waited much more. Yeah. So that cost me a decent amount. And then fast forward, after being red, when do I switch to? Right. Okay. So after, it's like as the chart gets worse, later in the day, it's already spent all these times like looking bad, testing high, looking. Now it's like looking bad again, and then I go to 10,000 shares when I probably should have been in 10,000 shares up here. I probably should have been at 10,000 shares maybe in this first kind of dip below VWAP area. Second time, maybe not, but like maybe up here would have been okay. I size up when I'm red, which I cannot do. Do not. So another thing to add on to my list, do not size up when red. Do not size up when red. That's going to go on my, in addition to the rest of my don'ts list, do not size up when red. And I did that today. So a couple other things that I did not do well today. This technically wasn't a big loss. These were like a lot of small losses put together, but 2 trades max at the same level. I don't think I did that. I think I did more than 2 trades max. So that was a problem. I traded a penny stock, even though it was close up here to almost 1. And I kind of like mentally was like, let's loosen that up as it's going there. I did even start to trade it down here when it was in the 80s out of desperation because nothing else was moving. No trading the creep lower. Definitely was trading the creep lower. On the uptick, I don't know if that's exactly what was happening. I think I was getting in on the downtick, but I might not have been. I might have been a little bit slow. No trades in the first 1 minute from below 20 SMA. All right. No trades in the first 5 minutes. I did okay. No more than 2 trades per 1 minute candle. I'm pretty sure I did not do that today, or I'm pretty sure I did that today. So failed that. Yeah. So if I did not trade penny stocks, I would have been green today. $200. That's the lesson of the day. Anyways, I'm red $200, and it is just what it is. I wish I could have avoided it, but $200, $230 is a nice. I actually was happy with how I was trading before I did this. And so, maybe we can look at a little bit closer what happened. So at this point, I was up 180. $150. Okay, so not really working out, and it's going up. That's not good. It's a half an hour closing. This 5 minute looks terrible. But it looks like if it starts pushing above 95, I was trying to get in anticipation of an explosion higher. That explosion wasn't happening. I traded 2 times at the same level. That was unfortunate. And then where I really lost money was I started trading under this pivot. Oh, so it's 1 pivot here, 1 pivot here. Yeah. So that's the first trade. 1, I don't wait for it to dip. Huh. Three trades in that 1 minute candle. 2 fails. This is going to be a third fail. This fill was on an uptick too. Yep. Yeah. I don't think I captured. I don't think I captured the rest of the losses on that one. And that's okay. Anyways, don't size up when red. Don't dip trade. Second pivot lower. Don't dip trade after a pivot lower. I think that should do it. Anyways, bon voyage. Good talking to you guys. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe. I've been listening to way too many YouTube videos. Anyways, peace out, dudes.